I've just been chatting to my mates who have got MBA degrees as well and very well educated and so on. So I shared a post with them about a major retailer in South Africa who is going through debt counseling and not looking too good. So his response is that they deal with many big operations, and it's not looking as if many of the current infrastructure business wise is going to do too well in the years to come. Now, I don't want to be chicken little and say the sky is falling, but just looking at evidence, looking at the rate of business closures per annum, South Africa has got a better year than last year, but still 900 registered liquidated businesses that have gone under. All right, that's just this year alone. Last year was worse. So it's not just your smaller businesses. I think it's bigger businesses. Let me fast forward to the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is, where are you going to focus your future in terms of making sure that you are secure in a world that is seemingly going through some major changes? Would you, if I give you $1 million right now, would you put that into property, knowing that the emerging class isn't able to sustain the asking price? They can't afford houses right now. They're barely able to afford rent. Would you put your money into buying a warehouse and a fleet of vehicles that would kind of run between delivering stuff? I mean, the landscape there is changing so fast that major grocery stores are falling short because they actually don't have little guys on their scooters delivering food like their competitors do, which means that the foot traffic is dying down for them, and they've lost the market share to home deliveries and so on. Like, would you invest in motorcycles for these guys, knowing that the potential of drone deliveries is getting more popular? Like, what is $1 million right now? If you had to put it in one investment, you couldn't change it and leave it for 10 years, what would it be? Because I don't know personally anything better and more secure. I mean, property is debatable, but just looking at the amounts of people I've come across who've had to sell below market value, kind of almost in a desperate manner. And then there's a capital gains tax that's happening right now. So that's going to absolutely destroy the market. So the point I'm trying to make, I suppose, is that where I've decided to put my time, effort, and energy is into something that's been here for decades and will be here for decades to come, and that is obviously the markets. And I've understood the challenges of the markets, even though my trading strategy is absolutely outstanding. The challenges of the market seems to be the human default, the impulsivity, the greed, the impatience, the human design, which is not built to be too good at making major money consistently on the markets. So thankfully for me, the GPT suite of options came out in 2023. And as soon as it became available, I started learning how to code, and I started learning how to understand how to make things build and work on computers, because I can now automate my strategy as much as possible through AI and coding and operating the markets on my behalf. Basically digitally cloning myself to do what I'm good at, but without the downfalls of the emotions and tired and all that kind of thing. So that's where I'm spending my time, effort, and energy looking forward. So yeah, this is just a share of the economy and the macro environment unfolding right now. It's not looking pretty. A lot of people are having to find different provisions on how to navigate that, if they are still able to pay their bills, and if they are still making it through month to month with keeping their positivity and their head up. So if you are curious about perhaps looking at in an environment of where to spend your time, effort, and energy, look at something that's going to be strong, it's going to be stable, and it's going to be there despite any technological changes. And that for me is the markets. Unless there's anything else out there I'm not aware of, it does feel like this is the place to be. So if you're looking to perhaps get stronger in this environment, maybe look for my posts, maybe see what I've put out, maybe go to TradingView and see my accurate forecast ahead of time and see whether or not this kind of industry is for you. If it is, let me tell you, it's not easy, but if it is, it's worthwhile. Getting to understand the markets and knowing how to run with the ebbs and flows of it as it peaks and it goes down into its troughs, because in the 10 years to come, I believe that the markets are still the best place to keep your focus if you know what you're doing. So just that's a little bit of sharing from my side. Sorry for the long posts, but there's obviously quite a bit of build up that needs to come out. Okay, cool. See you in the next one.